This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, I'm going to start implementation of data validation framework. So it's basically an automation framework and I gave the name Unified Test Platform. So I'm going to start with the part one today. That is the mostly the architectural part, what we are trying to do with this platform. And this will be helpful who are into the ETL and big data testing domain and who want to use automation framework into their testing. First, what is this unified test platform? So this is the unified solution where we want to support the basic test, unit test, regression, functional, customs, and other few test frameworks. So what does this basic mean? Basic will give you some idea about your table or some idea about your files. Suppose a developer has developed some data and he has loaded the data into some of the target file. It could be any format or into some of the table, hype table, or maybe some Oracle or RDBMS table. Now I wanted to understand few things about this table, like what is the partition, whether partition uh, location is correct, whether the file format is in correct format, whether a file columns names is matching with the table column names or the file headers, whether file data types is matching with table data types or not. Apart from that, what is the statistics in that table, like total number of columns, what is the partition columns, how uh, like is there any null values, what is the percentage of the null values. Then for each columns, basically what is the maximum, minimum, and average values for numeric columns. If there is a date formats, how the patterns looks like, whether it is unique across the table or not. If there is a binary or boolean values, whether it is in correct patterns it follows or not. Then some of the leading trailing spaces, unicode characters, then unknown values. uh, there are a lot more test cases are covered in the basics. When we will implement, we will understand. Unit testing is like it will be very helpful if you have some functions. It could be Java or Python, anything, and you can prepare some of the test data and you wanted to test that function whether it is returning the proper value or not. So you can do that one. Regression, suppose you wanted to develop some production uh, table, you wanted to add few more columns and you wanted to check whether the rest of the columns, whatever already in the production, that is whether that is impacted or not. So what you can do is you can compare your newly developed table in the QE environment or dev environment with the production table itself. So in that case, regression will helpful. It will give you the your newly developed table count and the production counts, then left out or right outer joins, is there any missing records between that or not, is there any crane duplicates, row duplicates, and each columns how many records are matching or not. If there is any failed test cases, it will give some sample records. Functional, if there is any logic implemented for some of the developments, then you can validate through the functional test suite, and you can use the mapping logic if you have already, and you can just integrate this mapping logic. It will try to build automated query, so no need to build the query in this framework. Okay, so all will be automated query. Then custom is like sometimes we wanted to use some group by queries and some distinct queries, or maybe some of the queries through that I wanted to validate the target results, whether this is properly coming or not, or it could be count, anything it could be. So you can write those SQL queries, and that could be also parameterized, like you can keep some dates. Suppose mostly when you are selecting some of the data from some of the table, you are using table and dates also. So that could be parameterized, and that you can do through configuration files also. I will come to that when we will go through each of the test. Then coming to the ingestion is like, suppose you have some RDBMS system as your source and you are migrating those table into the big data platform. In that case, you wanted to validate whether your data is properly migrated to that big data environment or any other platform or not. So in that case, it would be very helpful when you will use this ingestion platform. Not only the RDBMS systems, if you have some CSV file from there, you are integrating with the or ingesting to the some of the data warehouse systems or data lake, you can compare that. You can it will support CSV, Parquet, OSC, JSON. Those are the primary formats it will support. Performance, it is very interesting. Who are Spark developers or who is going to test the Spark application? So it is mostly developed on the Spark application itself. So suppose when developers has run one job, I wanted to check how the performance is. Like as of now, we are doing the performance test on basis of the huge amount of data and how much time it takes. But this performance suite will give you some informations about job IDs, how many Spark jobs are running, how many stages are running. So you might have some idea about like how many shuffles are happening in your logic. And then it will give some what is the total number of input data is used, how is the output partition is output data is stored, like what is the size of your output file size. Then staging, when staging partitions or staging data is created, what is the size of this staging, whether it is more than 128 MB or 256 MB or not, it will highlight you. And suppose two stages are taking similar time, so it will try to identify whether two stages are taking similar time. So it will give some alerts that two stages are taking almost similar time, so it could be similar kind of thing. So I'll give you one example. Suppose in a ETL logic, some developers has used inner join separately, right outer join separately, left outer join separately. So uh, those three joins, more or less it will take same times. Okay, so our performance suite can identify those kind of uh, stages, like it will take similar time. So instead of that three joins, you developers can use directly the full outer joins. Okay, that is a one example. Like that, there could be many cases. Apart from that, it will highlight like, is there any disk spills or not. Okay, so you will get some insights on the performance. When we will implement or when we'll demo it, we'll get to know more. And then coming to that, it is very easy to use, like no scripting is required. So suppose if you wanted to execute any of the test, so anyone can use it. So it could be managers, it could be QE team, it could be developers, anyone can use that one. So basically few configurations, one in the config file, few parameters you have to pass it, like email receiver you can give, so who is going to get the results emails, what is the your source file or target table or source table, target table, those information, and which partition you wanted to run, like where clause is like this is the where clause I wanted to run for this partition. And along with that, if you wanted to apply some of the transformations, include exclude columns, you can do it. That is also possible. Okay, so that is that comes to the next point, like highly reusable. It's totally keyword driven approach. Like when we are going to execute this test, uh, you will mostly use some of the keywords like table, source table, target table, partition, where clause, email receiver, include, exclude, columns, transformation is there or not. So those kind of things. So that's why it is called highly reusable. And also, if you are using some basic test, whatever the configuration is there, same configuration you can use for same table for the functional or regression tests also. Better collaborations. So it is very helpful. Like suppose you are running a project, you are working on some of the project and you have tool like Jira, where you are going to create some of the defects if there is any failed test cases. So in that case, what will happen? Like suppose I ran for regression or functional test, I got 4 or 5 test case failed. I wanted to create some of the defect tickets. So if you integrate this unified test platform with this Jira, it will automatically identify how many test cases are failed, and it will create a Jira ticket for you assigned to the some particular developers or some team, and then it will attach the test results also, failed test results, you will get it. And also like Jenkins, also it will be integrated. Like suppose if I wanted to do some CI/CD part, then also you will do it. Suppose developers has developed their code and they wanted to run, and after that they wanted to run the basic unit regression functional, those tests. Okay, so they can run it. Airflow, like suppose you have some scheduler in your project for maybe it may be for Uzi or Airflow or maybe other scheduler jobs. So there could be some checklist, right? So those checklist you can validate with this unified platform also. Now extensible. So suppose if you wanted to introduce more keywords. So suppose I wanted to add like epic link, Jira epic link, okay, or maybe some sprint I wanted to add it. Okay, so those keywords, if you wanted to use in this framework, you can easily use it. So it's very simple to use. I can show that one after some time, like when we will discuss about the code flow diagram and all, that time we can discuss it. And the very important thing and why it is makes like unified platform, like multiple test suites can be triggered from the single config. So no need to create multiple configuration files for multiple tables or maybe the multiple uh, uh, executions. You can create only one configuration file. In that configuration file, you can mention what test you wanted to execute. Like I wanted to execute the basic test, I wanted to execute the unit test, I wanted to execute the regression. All those things you can write it, and you can create some uh, parameters. Like in this config file, you can create with the same parameters, you can create it, and you can trigger this test suite. Then it will automatically identify what all are the tests I have to run, and then it will run automatically. Apart from that, suppose if you wanted to do some regression for 10 different tables, that also possible. You can write this configuration parameters into this config file and you can trigger it. So anyone can use it. So that's why it makes unified. So I'll slowly tell you like how to create this basic framework, unit regressions and all. So if you have any questions, clarifications, or any other doubts, you can reach out to me. I will try to understand. I will try to understand your question and then I will get back to you. Okay, so this is mostly for who are into the ETL and big data platform. It could be helpful for developers also. They might use their uh, 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 development. They wanted to use after the development. They wanted to use few testing. So that can be done by this framework. Okay, thanks for watching.